Well, I'm back again to continue my look at Computer Wars Computron with the next Limbot. Excuse me. Lightspeed! At least, I hope he's still called Lightspeed nowadays. I remember there being a version where he's called Lightsteed or some shit like that. Either way, we have what really looks like a Computer Wars Red Alert. And yeah, that's basically the best way to describe the look of this car. It looks a lot, well, it basically looks like what would have happened if Prowl was actually repainted and slightly remolded to look like Red Alert. Right down to the light bars on the top of the car. Still, for its worth, this is a pretty decent muscle car, right? You got these pretty cool silver headlights at the front and vents right here. Though they're just like every other use of this mold. This was originally the dead end mold for the Studicons. You've got this strip of unpaintable plastic right here, though thankfully Repro Labels did make a set for that. And to be fair, they also made a set that made the car mode look a little less boring overall, because you got this huge chunk of white up here. The windshields are not painted, and there's like two different shades of red from what I can see. You got like the normal shade right here, and then what looks like the painted shade right here. And of course you got the little Autobot sigil right there. Though thankfully, the wheels are painted with silver rims, so that's cool. And of course, just like the original mold, it comes with this, well, just like because this is actually remolded from Streetwise of the Protector Bots, which in and of itself is a remold from Dead End of the Studicons, and yeah, this is pretty much the most reused mold in the entire line. But still, just like Streetwise, it does come with this little gun, which you can plop on top, which looks patently ridiculous. And of course, you got these ports on the side, so I guess it could shoot a con's foot off while it skids on the floor. And, you know, just for the sake of storage, I do take the giant hand, the giant foot, and plug it on top. Well, again, it is patently stupid. Very, very, very stupid. But these things don't have any storage. Oh, but what these things can do, because I haven't showed it off with nose cone, if I just pull this off, is that they can actually store. You can actually store the fists. There's just a couple of like little friction pegs right there. You just plug it in, and it just holds the hand. Granted, the only way you can stand it is, well, like that. But you know, there's storage for some stuff. The fists are a bit of a pain in the ass to get out. Come on! There we go. Just put that back on after breaker there. He's next. So, yeah, not much else the car can actually do. So, let's get into the limb mode, shall we? And yes, I'll be showing the arm and leg, unlike nose cone, because I haven't reviewed this mold before. So, fold down the windshield, fold the entire front section of the car down, flip up the combiner peg, and then plug in the foot, and there you have another shin. And just like nose cone, well, this one, it has more room. So it has 2 clicks either side this time, because due to the nature of nose cone's molding, it can only go like 1 click per side. But yeah, that's basically it with like the shin. Still got those ratchets. I intended to show off those ratchets in all these videos, especially when we get to Scattershot. So yeah, leg mode, perfectly acceptable. So we just unplug that and get into arm mode. So fold this down, open these bits up, put that down. Make sure you have it straightened all the way out. Sorry, bit of a perfectionist. Then close that up. And depending on where you have it, this would be the front of the arm. Let's just use it as like, say, the right arm for now. Get a fist. Damn it. Probably trying to hold 2 toys at once in the same hand. And then, oh, that's right. there's this extra piece right here that you fold forward when turning him into an arm. So there's something for the fist to actually plug into. And then you have an arm, and you know, the arm's fine. It's an arm. That has a pretty good possibility for an arm. You got, again, ratchets. No, it is a bit stiff going this way. There we go. Up and down. A bicep swivel. Hinge at the elbow. Pretty good range at the elbow. And of course, rotation of the fist. So, yeah, as an arm, yeah, it's a fine arm. You can say it's a strong arm. God, that's terrible. I am a terrible human being. I'm so sorry. Unsubscribe if you haven't subscribed already. So, now we're going to move on to robot modes. Fold this down. Make sure this bit faces the front. Split the legs apart. Fold up the arms on top of the elbows. And then, here's a weird bit. The hands fold out, but they're on ratchets. Well, faux ratchets, but still ratchets. You can kind of hear that. Again, fold up all the way. Unpeg, fold the hands. And then fold this entire piece forward. We're going to have to fold the entire fold the card back up. And then fold this bit down to plug into the chest. There's the head. And then you just fold the hood of the card down. And there you have red alert. Oh, I'm sorry. Lightspeed. Yeah, again, doesn't really look a lot like Lightspeed. Even like the G1 toy looked a bit different different color-wise. Because again, I get more of a Red Alert vibe than I do Lightspeed. I keep on forgetting his name. But you know, as a robot, this is a very, very cool robot. Very nicely proportioned, very stuck. You know, very I guess I don't want to say lift and limber because it isn't, but it is very nicely proportioned. Okay, look at that head sculpt. The head sculpt, for whatever reason, kind of reminds me of oh, what's his name? Rook from the new character from the Protectobots. So, but yeah, I like that. This is actually a pretty decent face. Articulation, head is on a very limited ball joint. It's actually pretty stiff. Then you got ball joints in the arms. You can use the hinges for, you know, hinges for transformation if you want. Bicep swivel, which is why this piece is made of a different plastic. Then you got your pretty decent over 90 degree elbow bend. Waist rotation. Nice ball joint in the thighs. No, this is the thigh, the hip. I've been talking about the hip. What am I saying? And you got thigh swivel and a pretty good bend at the knee. So yeah, you got a lot of positives. Forgot to fold this bit back up because apparently for robot mode, this piece for the R mode is folded up. And of course, you can give him this little shotgun, and yeah, he just looks pretty cool. I just wish the paint was better. Give it a bit more of a definition, because even with the Repro label set, he has even with the Repro label set, he has probably the most boring generic color scheme: white and red with bits of silver. Which, you know, I don't mind. White and red go a long way, but again, he looks more like a Protectobot than he does a Technobot. When I think Technobot, I think a lot of reds and maroons, and of course, in the case of Nose Cone, a bit of brown and orange. I mean, yellow. This guy, again, looks a lot like a Protectobot. So, yeah, it's a good toy. It is a very, very good toy. Which, of course, I have to say because this is the only version of the mold I have. Yet my Combiner Wars collection isn't really that big. Still, he's a decent figure, but probably my least favorite of the bunch. So, that is that for Lightspeed. And I'll see you in the next one with Afterbreaker. In other words, Afterburner. Later.